how can you quiet down your crossbow? That is one of the most popular videos I ever put out. That tells me people are very, very interested in ways to make their crossbows a little less obnoxious. Now, that video focuses on all the rubber doodads, all the add-ons. I've kind of gotten away from that over the last few years. I prefer to keep the speed up, and you get a big speed reduction with those rubber doodads added to your limbs. Anything you're adding to the limbs adds weight to the limbs. They don't want to move as quickly. How much difference does it make? All right, we're in the basement here. You know, nothing is going to look great about this video, but I'm going to use the chronograph, if you can see it right there. We're going to run a 392.4 grain arrow through the Deathstalker, and this is a Deathstalker arrow. So it's running just shy of 400 grains, and we're going to see how it does in a chronograph with the little rubber grommets installed. And I'm going to flip you around real quick and see the Scorpyd right here. There it is. And that's the Scorpyd Bunjie III, the Scorpyd Deathstalker 420. And you can see the little rubber stuff on the limbs. We're going to remove those two little dudes. See if it makes any difference at all. We'll see. I don't know. Doubt it's going to make an awful lot of difference. We're also going to test the decibels outside and see what kind of volume we get, what kind of perceived loudness we get out of that crossbow, both with and without those rubber doohickeys installed. All right, I got the Scorpyd all cocked and ready to go with an arrow in it. And we'll sit right in here and see how this is going to work. I have a love-hate relationship with chronographs. That thing and I don't get along, but we're going to see if it'll cooperate today. I do have the fancy lights on here, which are supposed to help a little bit. 393 with the 100 grain field point. Ooh, 393. And we are outside, can you tell? So, anyway. Here's the Scorpyd. We've got the same 392.4 grain arrow. Same arrow. Same field point. We're going to drop that in there. Put that in place. And we are going to shoot over the decibel meter. We're going to turn that on first. Get that powered up. Then we're going to put it on min-max. That's what we want here. And that is on max. Boom. Yeah. That's what we want. As long as we're over 80 decibels, it'll work. Got it on min-max, I should be able to look at it, but I'm going to shoot over that into that discharge target. I'm pointing it this way so that I don't pick up the decibels. I don't want to read the decibel, the volume, the perceived loudness of the bag target. This thing smacking that target makes noise too, and I want to make sure we're picking up sound of the crossbow. So we're about a yard off the crossbow, right off the front end. We're going to ease off that safety, take a little poke at that target, see if we can hit it, and we did. Killed it too. But anyway, ooh, with a 100 grainer, 97.7. That's with a 100 grain field point, of course. A lighter arrow is going to be a little bit louder. Also, exactly off the very end of the crossbow, where it's going to be the absolute loudest. This thing, I've tested it before in the 80s, like 83, stuff like that. So it depends on the day that you're testing it, where the location of this thing is. The importance for today is that it is consistent. In other words, we keep the decibel meter in the same area in relationship to the crossbow each time. Came out pretty easy. Boom. They're on there with the rubber adhesive. Can you imagine that? You Excalibur guys like me, you know, we've got that history with Excalibur, and there's so much vibration on some of these crossbows. The Excaliburs are one good example of that it just blows these things off. When I put these on Bunjie and on Bunjie Jr., it was like you pulled the trigger and it just blew them off of there, right? The regular adhesive they come with is a joke. It's not going to hold it on here. And I'm going to put it on the 20-yard line, and I just lost an X-Shocks. It fell right off of there. I'll try and put it on again, but it ain't going to stay on there. These things, I mean, it's just the stock adhesive, and it's been on there the whole time, through the woods, hunting with it, everything else. Didn't fall off of there. And all I do, I just peeled it off. Like it just peeled off. So I'll save these. We'll use them sometime down the road or something, but let's see what kind of results we get without them on there. They came right off. Didn't even peel the look at that. Didn't peel the paint off or nothing. I had to use like Gorilla Glue or goat tough glue I think I used on Genevieve's old limbs. Fortunately, when we put the new limbs on, we didn't have to take the glue off or anything. No rubber doodads. And we're going to put this dude on here, make sure our knock is lined up satisfactorily, which it is. Fit that in place. Oh yeah, holding the maximum. So there we go. And we're going to see how much difference it makes, if any, which it will, without the rubber on. Should be louder, right? 100 grainer. Killed it again. And 100.4. Check our knock. Still lit. Didn't even turn it off. Why turn it off? The battery will last, right? Take one through there in the chronograph. And 396. 396 feet per second with no rubber. 393 feet per second with the rubber installed. For now, I've just hung them on the wall. Don't they look like bugs or something? It's going to vary from one crossbow to another. That's going to be an absolute here. You know, some crossbows are going to handle that extra weight on the limbs a little bit better than others are. Some of them are going to have a greater speed increase, volume decrease, that kind of thing. So keep that in mind. Which one is more important to you? Would you rather have the 3 feet per second, or would you rather have the 3 decibel decrease in volume if you were making that decision? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to check out some of these other videos. And until next time, all hail Bunjie.